Nicole and Briana are lined up on the grid. It's lights out, and away we go on this week's Grid Walk. Hey, podcast listeners. Gossip Grid here, your guide to F1's Paddock Elites.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Gossip Grid. I am so happy to be back with more of a voice and more of my immune system. Spanish GP, again, surprise, gave us a lot to talk about because we've been talking about it all day, but particularly when it comes to F1 and pop culture. So I'm here to give you everything that you need to know from this weekend. But first, I have to start with a happy belated 21st birthday to Joe, who celebrated last week and received a very special decorated driver's room, and I really hope that Dior sent him something nice. Now, the long list of celebrities that were at this race is kind of insane. You would think that it was basically Monaco all over again, but Shakira back at another F1 race, rocking the brand new Dua Lipa and Versace collab, covered in butterflies. She looked fantastic as always. Rosalia, Nikki Nicole, Catherine Zeta-Jones, and Michael Douglas at another race. They're really Stroll family groupies, hardcore. And I mean, if I could go to multiple F1 races, I would. Then we had our DJ mix, Martin Garrix, Calvin Harris, and then we had so many footballers, soccer players, depending on where you are in the world is what you will call them, but it was basically footballer central this past weekend. Kylian Mbappe, Neymar, Mason Mount, who gave the Pirelli Pole Award to Max. He's currently with Chelsea FC. Had a really funny interaction with Martin Brundle during Martin Brundle's grid walk about if the footballer will be making a switch from Chelsea to Manchester United. And I know that meant a lot of things to a lot of people. Then we had a couple of other people from Chelsea FC, Ben Chilwell, João Felix, and then from Liverpool we had Trent Alexander-Arnold, Barcelona pair of Sergio Busquets and Robert Lewandowski, and Real Madrid's manager, Rafa Benitez. So, sorry if I missed some of your favorites, but soccer was definitely showing up this week on the grid. Puma was taking major advantage of the athletes that they work with, that they're partnered with, and having them all in one place. So the Puma Motorsports account featured Neymar with almost everybody. Neymar was with Joe. Neymar was with Charles and Carlos. Neymar was with Lewis. Neymar was with George. So he was all over the paddock. He was in all different garages. He was filming a lot of really hysterical videos of drivers imitating each other or drivers imitating Neymar. Some weird straw challenge with Joe. And Neymar even hopped into the W14 for a quick seat fitting, as literally what Lewis said. And also, if you're interested, that Puma Motorsports account is currently giving away a Neymar branded and signed race suit. So if you're interested, go check that out. Really cool. And Pierre had a special deal with Warner Brothers this past weekend. His helmet was branded for the upcoming movie The Flash, which actually comes out on June 16th. I'm not telling you that because this is a sponsored segment, literally at all. But this was the last race before that movie is released. So who knows what happens? Maybe we'll see Pierre do any sort of brand placement before that. Maybe catch him in the Flash suit. I don't know. That's thinking big. But his helmet had a really sick design. Completely DC branded logos from Flash, Superman, and Batman, and I always appreciate any superhero call out. And have to end this week's Gossip Grid with the Paddock Fit King, as always, because Lewis continues to impress me every single weekend with how he turns the paddock basically into a runway. His outfits were unbelievably sick this weekend. Really big fan of his Valentino red patterned number. I want to steal his Celine sunglasses. He had multiple custom suit pieces from Unette Bennett, and Prada sneakers, which I also would love to steal, but his absolute show-stopping number of the entire weekend, and my personal favorite, was a fluorescent green matching Versace set. And gosh, is he really just putting every other driver to shame. Even when Fernando Alonso shows up in a patterned polo, Lewis is like, sit down, this is for me. That is your F1 and pop culture gossip grid this week, and I can't wait to see what I have for you next week, or maybe when we get back from Canada.
You really broke me when you dropped the, transfer rumor. I was like, Nicole, where is this soccer knowledge coming from?
Thank you so much for listening to this segment from episode 20 of Grid Walk. 2-0, that's so cool. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more F1 content, more F1 videos. We make stuff all the time. You've made it this far in this video, so watch the rest of the podcast. It's right here. You could ready, click, 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 click. Ready, go with it. Click, 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 right here. Click, 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 click.